Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it took a little while, but finally bringing Matt Garstka to the channel. I'm going to be doing a reaction to his drum playthrough of the song Red Miso, which is an Animals as Leaders song. So Animals as Leaders is the band that Matt's in, and that's what he's most famously known for being the drummer of. But he's been a drummer pretty much all of his life, and not only is he the drummer for Animals as Leaders, but he's also a clinician, and he offers drum lessons and things of that nature. So I highly recommend you go over to his official website and check that out if you're interested in learning more about Matt. So I'm going to keep the intro relatively short. Matt has won awards and accolades for his abilities in the drumming world because he's a proficient drummer in a bunch of different genres. I mean, fusion, jazz, he's got gospel chops, you name it. So if there was ever somebody to try to learn something from as far as drumming and different techniques is concerned, it'd be Matt for sure. So yeah, so let's go ahead and just get into this video. Animals as Leaders released an official music video for this song several days ago, but instead of checking that out, I really wanted to focus on the drum playthrough because I would like to try to break down certain elements of Matt's playing. But with that in mind, if you don't want to hear the talking parts of this video, please refer to the link in the description to go to the original video where you don't have to see me or hear me. Because I know there's some people out there that click on the reaction video but don't care about the reaction, they just want to see the video. No samples, one full take, one edit. So just real quick, a sample is just like a MIDI note that you can layer or use parallel compression. That's a whole nother topic. Over the organic or the original drum sound, whether it's the snare, the kick drum, toms, etc. And you can either change the way that the drum sounds, or you can kind of layer it a little bit to add some more like fullness to the drum. It can kind of help the drum cut over the mix during certain sections. Like if you've got a very crazy like drum solo and it's very tom oriented, but there's still like guitars playing in the background, you can add a layer of sampling over that, and it'll bring some more body and more fullness to the toms, or make them sound like more thunderous than they would versus the way they sound for the rest of the song, just to kind of help them stand out. There's other tricks that you can do as far as that, but again, that's outside the scope of this video. All right, again, apologies for the pausing. I'll try to keep it brief, but I did want to try to break some stuff down in this video, which is why I wanted to look at the drumming playthrough. So just taking a look at his kit, he's using vinyl cymbals, obviously, same as me, and he's got a very good collection of different sound sources as far as his cymbals are concerned. He's got brilliant cymbals, he's got very dry cymbals like his hi-hat, he's got some very interesting China cymbal choices too. And it looks like that could be a little splash cymbal over to the left of his hi-hat as well. Yeah, he's got a great collection here. So if you didn't notice, he's got cotton balls inside of his toms, in addition to pieces of moon gel on the batter side of his drums as well. And just simply put, adding cotton balls inside the drum is the same kind of effect as putting a pillow in the kick drum. It's to help kind of dampen the sound, which in the case of toms can help add another layer of like the overly ringing sound that you can get from the resonance of a tom. When you do techniques like this, they can offer assistance to the audio engineering side in the fact that you don't have to do a lot of ringing and overtone management, which can save you time in your workflow whenever you're working in your digital audio workstation for a drum mix.
smooth.
Oh, incredibly smooth.
The first section of this song, just a lot of kind of open chords on the guitar and the bass, so it really kind of allowed Matt to take advantage of that and to open up his playing a little bit, even though he was primarily doing what's called pocket playing, where you're basically just doing backbeat grooves. He still added a lot of variety and flavor in there with open hi-hat accents. He was definitely very ghost note heavy, which is ghost notes are done beautifully too, because got the main backbeat, pop, then the ghost note, pop, pop, pop. Very gentle, it takes a lot of finesse to do it like that. So very, very tasteful, very well done. Okay, before we dive into this particular section, the previous section, again, relatively open as far as the guitar parts, but they did add a little more embellishment, like with the chords and the riffs, and Matt was also able to complement that very nicely with his playing, because he was doing certain cymbal accents whenever there was chord changes. Again, that, like I've said in previous videos with drummers that are masterful musicians, this is a sign that you see not only a drummer, but a musician, somebody that's in tune with not only the pulse of the song, but what the guitars are playing, and they know how to use their own sound sources as a drummer to help complement what they're playing. So they're not exactly stealing the show with the drumming. Instead, it's just coming together as one cohesive unit. Obviously, Matt is heavily endorsed by DW, using DW pedals and DW drums. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, that's the sauce right there. So now we're getting into some more progressive metal elements. There's a lot more double bass influence stuff, which I think Matt might be playing the DW 9000s for the pedals. I'm not totally sure. I don't have anything DW as far as my own kit, but I've heard great things about the DW 9000 pedals, and those pedals look like they can take a beating. In any case, like I mentioned, a lot of double bass oriented stuff now, and just like the rest of his playing, the double bass stuff is perfectly in line and in sync with what the guitar riffs are doing as well, which is a staple of just the metal genre in general. And here, it's done in a way where it complements what he's doing on the hands too, because the hands are still also complementing what the guitar parts are doing while continuing to build on what he was playing in the first two sections of the song as well. All right, got a halftime feel. Okay, that must have been the edit he was talking about. So notice with this section, if you're not completely mesmerized by his cymbal transitions from the hi-hat to the cymbal over here on the right, he has switched now to a more triplet oriented groove, which is why this section sounds so much different than the other sections of the song. There's still a lot of progressive elements in it. There's still a lot of ghost notes on the snare to help kind of fill the space. But the triplets dynamically change the feel of the song as well. Yeah, that ending, he definitely went out with a bang and left a big statement on that. So, final thoughts for this song. It was pretty damn awesome. This song is very easy to get captivated by, not just sonically, but just with the drum playthrough, what Matt was actually like doing. It was very easy to just kind of almost forget that I was supposed to be paying attention to him, and it's very easy to get swept up in the music. And the other Animals as Leader songs that I've heard have the same effect too. And then all of a sudden, boom, they'll just open up and like it becomes a much more metal sounding song, and you're just like, okay, now this is the headbanging part of it clearly. And then they lull you right back into just, you can just kind of just groove and just get kind of lost in it. So very well done. And again, I've never actually seen this playthrough or heard this song before. So this was an organic reaction to this song. I had somebody comment on my Tool video. Oh no, was it the Tool video or? Yeah, actually it was. It was the Numa playthrough, saying that I didn't do a reaction because I know what's going on. Like, no, I'd never heard that song, that specific Tool song before, and I've never seen Danny play it. So yes, it was a reaction. I don't know what people be thinking sometimes. But in any case, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Sorry it took a little while to get Matt on the channel. He will be making a return as well because he's got a whole bunch of stuff out there. And keep the recommendations coming too. I do still have my list, and the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I will get around to the stuff that people want me to see. It takes time to put these videos out, and with other stuff going on in my life, I can't fulfill the same kind of like 3-4 times a week upload schedule that I originally had set out to do for the channel. So apologize for that, but I will continue to try to do what I can. Thank you all for checking out the video. Thank you to the ones that actually check out my drum covers, which is the hardest content that I do on this channel. So I appreciate any of y'all that check that stuff out as well. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one, guys. I'll keep y'all updated in the community tab on the channel if anything new comes up. Till next time, take care.